Okay, getting it all figured out here. Finally wired back up in my office again. So, good mic, good audio, good blah, 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 blah. All that kind of jazz. Today, my intent is to get into Vue.js. More so than the very superficial hacking that I attempted to do like a week or so ago with Aussie or Bobby. And kind of get into like the innards of it, right? But as always, on all my streams, there's a few prerequisites that we need to start with. And the first one is a quick song picking. I think this one is fine. So we'll get that into the mix. Let's see here. How's that? Is that too loud? Too soft? Or not audible? Testing, testing, testing. It's not on. Like y'all actually do not hear that right now. Audio built in. Oh, this is the USB line out, USB audio out. Maybe. Ah, there. Maybe you can hear that. Needs a little turning up probably. It's not particularly very loud. Spacey RE20. It is not a Spacey RE20, but it is a Rode Podcaster, which is a pretty nifty mic. I've been using this one for a long time. Used it on my Pluralsight courses, LinkedIn learning courses, a bunch of that stuff. It has been super, super solid. It has a little out on the top here too, which is nice. Really helps control the output. Headphone, USB audio. That's what I need out. Okay. There's always... There we go. That works. But now I need to turn it down a little bit. Where is the turn downy button? There we go. How's that? That good? Loud? Soft? Yeah. All right. With that priority out of the way, we can get into some other things. Oh. Weird. So I've bounced into this view and I'm no longer visible. I have no idea where I'm at. But does that matter? Probably not, because I'm just going to bounce right down here. All right. So that gets us into a good space here, and we can get into things. All right. So new to-do list on the desktop. Let's get rid of this real quick. It's from our last session. And what do we got here? Clear. CD desktop, touch, Vue.js, learnings, dot markdown. All right, code that. And there we go. All right, get rid of these things. Now I want the Vue.js ones here. Don't need a terminal for it because it's markdown. Vue.js learnings. Research and review of what is Vue.js. All right. So with that done, let's actually put this puppy over here. And then what is it? Control B? Yeah, that gets rid of the little Saying, hey, I'm learning. I remember that from a previous session. All right, then we're going to bring up Chrome and dig into this exploration. There we go. Let's get them matched. All right, that looks good. And as always, we shall start at the Googles. If anybody has any suggestions, by the way, for where to start learning Vue.js, post them in. I'll post them, refer them, etc. We'll take a look at some of those. Okay, that's cute. Introduction Vue.js on the Vue.js site. Looks like it will probably be a good place to start. Here's a blog entry. So, as always, I'm coming at this from a pretty, well, I've been programming for a long time. So I come at this from a, I've been programming for a long time viewpoint. So some of the things that I'm going to find kind of not super useful. Hey, Brandon. So that needs to be taken into account when I'm referencing any of these things as something that I like or don't like, or things that I will find useful or not find useful. So let's hear, what is Vue.js? Vue.js, progressive framework for building user interfaces. Unlike monolithic frameworks, Vue is designed from the ground up to be incrementally adoptable. I like that already. One of the things that I don't like about some of the others is that you plunk the whole thing into your, basically you plunk the whole damn thing into your application. You could have like, I want to show a list of things on the web, and you have like literally 8 million more lines of code and other things sitting in there with your list of like 50 things. That's good. I like that long-time programming viewpoint. That's good. Vue mastery. Okay, cool. So what is Vue mastery? VueMastery.com. Let's check that out. Is this a thing I have to pay? Hey, these guys look familiar. How to get your data from JavaScript to show up in your HTML. Creating our project. Oh, can y'all? Oh, if I turn the volume down. Bloop. Can y'all hear that on the stream?
Let's take a look at the project we'll be building. As you can see, it is a product page. We're going to introduce new Vue concepts and add features as we go. Up here you can see that we have...
Where's the volume? There's not a volume.
We have an add to cart button. Now when I hover over these colors, not only does the image change, but this out of stock and in stock is changing, and that is disabling and enabling the button. We also have a cart here, which we can add to.
That's cute.
We'll be developing some other features.
I don't really want to build a cart right now.
And we'll work with forms to add reviews, so it'll be a pretty comprehensive.
Oh, look at this. Maybe we should just start with this and take a gander, huh? Here, stop playing. Ironically, as I make this video, this Twitch stream video, I don't actually like watching videos that much. Let's hear. So we got Vue instance, attribute binding, conditional rendering, list rendering, event handling, class and style binding, computed properties, components, communicating events, and forms. Oh, it's only like an hour. Tabs. Oh, this is when you have to pay? This private one? Or do you just have to get through these to get to that one? Unlock content. Create a free account to unlock it. Okay, we might do that. But let's look at this thing for a bit, right?
This course assumes a basic knowledge.
Oh shoot, I played the video again.
And JavaScript. We'll be covering everything in the...
Thanks, buddy. But I just want to read for a second. All right. So we got a Vue instance. Throughout this course, you will learn fundamentals of Vue while we build this product page together. Okay, cool. Then I can sell socks, yo. I will be blown away. I'm going to sell socks. That's going to be my new business. They have a YouTube channel. Oh, cool. Learn Elm. Oh, I don't know about Elm right now. Maybe in the future. It'll be Elm. This is foundational knowledge of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Yep, check. In this lesson, we'll show you how to use Vue to display data onto a web page. Our starting code. We're going to start with some very simple HTML and code looks like this. Okay. How do I copy this? I want to do this at the same time. I don't want to. Is this an image? Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, this makes me want to listen to some loud metal. I don't want an image. Okay, anyway, so I guess I'm gonna have to type this if I want to do it, right? So let's see here. We're gonna put this in some directory. Let's just put it on our desktop. Let's let's be partially organized. Put it in codes, and this is gonna be getting into Vue.js. Right? Oops, JS. There we go. Create, and then in here, I'm going to save this as, well, this looks like a good thing to call index.html. So that's what I'm going to call it right now. Because otherwise, starting here, this is that, and that's that. So let's do that, and then let's do a main.js. We'll save that. Okay, and this has var product equal socks. Oh, wait, let's spell it right. There we go. I'm going to save that, close it. I'm going to get my notes out of here for now. And index is going to be div. Are we still making divs on the web? I thought we did other stuff now, like different names, but I don't know. I was pretty sure we got rid of H1s by now, right? Because we're on like HTML 15. No? All right. Yep. I've been in GoLand too long. Let's see your script. And then we're going to reference the actual script below, right? So source, script source, main.js. That is what we want. Cool. All right. So that doesn't do anything yet. It just makes products this. Div app. Okay. So I get the feeling that app is going to be pertinent to this. What do you think? Anybody want to put money on that? Div is the master now? What happened to... Oh, did you post a URL, Brandon? I'll post it. I thought I turned that off. I think sometimes my settings keep getting reset. So here, we need a way to take the variable product from our JavaScript and have it show up in the H1 of our HTML. In the H1? Cool. We're going to change the header. That's kind of fancy. So product name will become socks or something. So our first step is to include Vue. Yeah, we need to include Vue. So I guess this is some arbitrary thing here. So some site where they've hosted it. Source equals HTTPS. I am live on the interwebs. That's better than Facebook or Instagram. Yeah, damn straight. HTML and Facebook and Instagram drive me nuts these days. I post on Instagram too. Like I post pictures of the Puget Sound and sailboats and stuff and other things like that. So, you know, it's good for that sometimes. Other people post bicycles. Sometimes I post my bicycle. Sometimes I post my billion-year-old representing the old days of Portland backspace hoodie. But yeah, Instagram, unpackage.com, Vue. All right, I don't know where this. Okay, so I guess I just put that here. Shouldn't this go in a header? Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself again. All right, so now we're gonna put in this main.js, some other stuff I see. So let's do that. Let's open up main.js again. And then, well, that's weird. Why did they even tell me to do that when they want me to do this next? And then okay, well, whatever. Okay, we'll add that. Let's just I'm gonna leave that there. So var app. Okay, so app is like a Vue.js instance, right? Is that what we're doing? That's what it looks like. So Vue, and then what is L? EL? EL? And then it's, okay, so we're looking for, an element, EL element. App with straight quotes, or single quotes, whatever we call them. Data, I'm just going to assume that that's just empty data right now, right? Product, socks. So obviously I need to remove this, but I don't understand why I wrote it in the first place then. Okay, that's all there. Do I even need this anymore? Yeah, okay, so write this, then problem. We need to take product from our JavaScript and have it show up in here. And then, okay, whatever. So now I'm erasing my H2 or I just make a new div. Okay, I'm totally happy pathing this like a maniac. So I don't think that's, I think I've already goofed up. I'm not sure how I like this tutorial. I mean, I get the tutorial, but if somebody's starting and doesn't have any knowledge about this stuff, they've already lost. Like, because what am I recreating and what am I deleting? It looks like I'm deleting stuff and then I'm recreating stuff. That can't be a good idea. I guess I'm supposed to watch the videos. I don't really want to watch the videos though, because the videos take how long is it? 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Even with me like nitpicking through the whole thing to figure out what's going on, like I haven't even spent 5 minutes doing this, have I? I've only been here for like 3. But well, anyway, let's try this out. Let's get this to show up in here. So this looks like it's embedding it somehow, like through some type of binding. So when we save this, we'll see socks appear on our web page. Okay. This expression. That's called an expression. Okay, if you say so. It worked, did it? I guess I have to look at it now. Let's look at it. What's an easy way to do this in Visual Studio Code? I'm sure I don't want to do that. There's got to be like a button. I can just like flick it, right? And it puts it in a web page. No, oops, that's clearly not it. Well, I guess I can just old school it. Open up the page. Where did I just put this? Cassandra's database work. Well, this is weird. Where, if I save as, oh, documents, code. Oh, I have two codes directories. That's bad. Oh, look at there. Well, anyway, so okay, we're getting into Vue, and we're just gonna look at the HTML page. Okay, so yeah, it didn't work. It broke already because of loading orders. See, it didn't even say we're gonna do this stuff. Come on. Did that work? No, it didn't work either. The Vue instance, right? So this is supposed to work. That did not work though. Okay, so they're talking to it in the video and showing us how to do it right?
You can see that we have in stock a cart here, which we can add to.
Yep, we got that.
And with your Vue.js.org.
Yeah, see, they're sticking in all this. I'm glad they fixed doc type like a million years ago. That's super nice. I was going to say, I didn't know how in the world that was supposed to work without a head and all this other stuff. Meta, do I need, I'm not even putting that in right now. Let's just go with title, product, app, just like they got. And then down here, we'll do body like we're supposed to. And now we'll do all their magic goo. So this can go in here. And this can go in, well, really should go here like that. Okay. So it makes sense. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like you have to watch the video to, no, I'm just using this tutorial like a millennial. And no, I didn't install the Vue extension. Well, okay, that's not true. I did install the Vue extension, but I didn't do it in this session, so I'm pretending like I don't have it, right? I'm going to do it from scratch. Or I'm trying to do it from scratch here. Okay, so this is pretty slick though. I like the fact that I've got one file here, and then I got the main.js. All right, so let's see if this, no? I don't know why I just clicked on that. Did they cover that in here? Did they say?
The introduction page, our HTML. Fortunately, Vue has a very simple way to do that. First, we'll go to Vue.js.org and we'll look at the introduction page. We're going to take this script here, copy it over and paste it
Oh yeah, I don't even. Yep, let's hear source. Blah, HTTPS. Okay, so that's the CDN of JS deliver. Because let's leave out a letter. npm view. That's cool. Okay. Whoops.
And this will install Vue. That's as simple as it gets. All right, we're going to change out
Is that as simple
our
as it
variable
gets?
here and change it to app and make a new Vue instance. We're going to pass in.
Okay, so that's
some
what I did
information.
over here, right?
So here we're putting an
Whoa.
element property. We're going to say
That'll never
app.
work.
So this is going to connect
There, that might
to
work.
the div up here with the ID of app.
Does,
Now our Vue instance is plugged into that div. We're also going to give it some data. In this case, we're moving that variable product equals socks. Now it's becoming our data. If we refresh, we have the same information. That's because we haven't told that data where to go.
so no
that's
Vue.js, just
product
Vue,
goes
huh?
here.
Pulls in the whole
Let's
thing.
switch that out for
What am
product.
I, a millennial?
And when we do
Yeah,
that,
I am a millennial by
that
some
will pull in
confused
the actual
people, but
product from our Vue instances
whatever.
data. We
Probably needs to be
refresh
before
again,
main.js.
and
Yeah,
socks.
got that. Okay.
Awesome, it worked. Now let's explore a little deeper.
Socks. There we
How
go.
does that
Beautiful,
work?
beautiful, beautiful.
In our JavaScript, we say new.
Let's skip into this. So,
This is what our project currently looks like.
at,
As
yep,
you can see,
that's what it
has a
looks like.
sidebar.
Oh no, I didn't add that
Socks, you
CSS.
can access it below the video. Speaking of styles, I've added this.
Let's go over here though. Okay, so we did that, and that's nice. That's like, what is that? It's called a binder. Is that what it's called? What is Vue.js? The official guide assumes intermediate knowledge. Da 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 da. Oh, it's basic hello world stuff we just did. That's cool. So basically it's like element and then it's bound to a data piece of data or something that's going to give it data called a message or whatever. Maybe it has to be a message, doesn't have to be a message. Now you see me, seen true. Oh, to-dos, learn JavaScript, learn Vue, build something awesome, handling user input. Reverse message. Whoa. Man, that's weird seeing it backwards. What is? Oh. App. Oh, I see what it's doing. That's pretty cool actually. Two-way binding, that's cool. Okay, composing with components. I'm going to say something crazy. Super crazy. This is like jQuery, but easier. Does that date me if I say it's like jQuery? I'm 60,000 years old in technology terms. So, modus, share code. All right, now you can compose it in another component's template. Yeah, okay, we're getting some tunes back. Yeah, okay. So, the view component. Yeah, view component to do item, props, template. So down here, sidebar, side view, app view. The whole app into components to make development manageable. We will talk a lot more about this later in the guide. Here's an imaginary example of what an app's template might look like with components. I gotta get this white stuff out of here. I can't see the text. Yeah, right. Yeah, I know it's a live-in framework, but like a lot of the binding, I feel like I'm always binding something. Yeah, creative views. I was hoping to create. And low concept count. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons I like Vue, because 90% of the time, that's really all I need. Seems like a lot of the frameworks are usually just like huge, massive undertakings. Like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, here we go. Time to go to college 104, 101 level classes, do the whole gamut. So I don't know, it's I like it. I'm pretty stoked about it, honestly, from what I've seen. And just like doing experiments like this, that's pretty straightforward. And I'm not adding I didn't have to like build a whole component to bind stuff. That was cool. But anyway, let's continue beyond this. Let's your component with components, declarative rendering. Oh, we did that already, right? We looked at that. Yeah, declarative rendering, hello Vue. And then down a little further. Hey, Snee-U-O. Wait. Sneow. Welcome to the mosh pit, my friend. We're in here just learning a little Vue.js. Actually, just kind of checking it out. I wouldn't even say I'm learning it right now. I'm just trying to figure out what's what. So that's a little learning and a little just hacking, breaking stuff. We just looked at two-way binding too. I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued by the two-way binding. That's cool. Curious how some of it's done on the back end too. So handling user input. This dot message function. This dot message. This dot. So does anybody know what Vue does to this, or is it still the standard this context based on the function level, scope, etc. within JavaScript that it's always been? Handled by Vue in the code you write is focused on the underlying logic. Vue also provides the vModel directive that makes two-way data binding between form input and app state a breeze. So was that the alert for Snee-U? Yeah. Wow, the alerts are happening way after the fact. But hey, that's cool. Like I was saying, welcome to the mosh pit. Just learning some Vue. I'm curious about the vModel Vue two-way binding. Should that used properly can significantly speed up your development process, reduces the complexity of keeping user input consistent with the application data model. All right, I get that, but how does it work on the back end? Two-way is a powerful feature that input vModel. That's cool. Okay, I get what you're doing. So you build a model, and then you bind it so that it's two-way. You update it in either back end or front end, and it's going to get updated. Like i.e. via client, customer interactions, or user interactions, and back end interactions. This statement is true. All right, that's cool. I can dig that. So let's try to build something at the same time we're doing that then. No, I just mean on the, that's a whole different kit and caboodle, right, H-Monkey? Because when I say backend now, I'm just speaking from the UI context. So, i.e. the code's changing something. And it's not particularly dependent on the depth of the abstraction. Yeah, I should be more specific, because I know 90% of the time I'm in the back end, not in the front end. So back end means server in that context. It's an overloaded word. You're right. I should be more careful about that. So let's do this though. So we have our little app. Where did our little app go? Did I already lose it? Let's go find it again. Documents, codes, getting into Vue.js. Yeah, let's open this directory. There we go. Okay, so we got index.html and we got main.js. So let's say I want to create something on the page, and I'm going to have like div id. Oh, I should probably put this in app, right? Is that one of the tricks of the trade here? I'm betting. So let's do this. Let's do div. We'll call it item. We'll just do a to-do item, right? And then in here we'll have ouch. So that's reverse message. And this, yeah, let's do this. Input vModel. Yeah, let's put that in here. And what does this say? Message? Oh yeah, that's the message. Whoops. Like this, but we'll call it to do item to add. Oh. Editing. Or let's just call it item. And then let's put it in quotes. I think that'll look cool, right? If it's in quotes and it's showing you like. So what I want to do is I'm going to try to build a to-do app just right here on the session right now. Hey, rubber tables. Am I getting rated again? Because that's super awesome. Just learning some Vue.js today. Figured I needed to sit down and get this figured out, and it'd be helpful if I just dug into it with everybody. So here we are, getting into the mosh pit with Vue.js. Just lonely you on Wednesday. Oh yeah, you're doing like a Tuesday, Thursday schedule thing, right? And then Saturday hardware hacking. Let's see here. Nice. I'm scheduling my weekend hacks from now on once I get done with the Go thing to not conflict with your stuff. Then I can come join you and then do stuff afterwards or something. And I'm assuming afterwards because you get started pretty early for me. It's like 10 a.m. out here on the ye old lazy West Coast. But all right, let's hear. So that's a to do item. And in here, I'll call this active items. And I don't know what that's going to go into, so we'll put that into something. I really thought that the P tag went away, but we'll pretend right now. Just keep moving. So active items. That should be good, right? Okay. So this is app 6. Let's go back into main. Oh, can I do this like per section stuff? We'll call this task, or no, to do item. Yep, perfect. To do item, change that back to app, right? Element. So active items, item should be to do item now. vModel to do item message there, right? Yeah. Write your to-do task or let's say to-do item. We'll go with add your to-do item. All right. And then we're gonna open that. Open index.html. Where do we get? Oh, nothing? What's this crap? Input P item. Shouldn't that be there? Is it bound to? Let's do this to do item app. Right? Oh, look at that. So Okay, so we got that in there. Where's this product thing? Oh, we don't really need that anymore. Thrashing code to do app. All right, there we go. So that's kind of progress, right? Yeah, and then okay, so it does bind to this item in this div. So then, okay, so it's not bound to this overarching div, so I can knock that out, right? Let's do that actually. And then there we go. That looks good. Okay, so then we got this junk. I just did that. View component to-do item. This is a to-do. Define a new component. Okay. Composing with components. Component system is another major concept in Vue. All right. Because it's an abstraction that allows us to build large-scale applications composed of small, self-contained, and often reusable components. If we think about it, almost any type of application interface can be abstracted into a tree of components. This is a really pretty graph, don't y'all think? So let's hear. In Vue, a component is essentially a Vue instance with predefined options. Registering a component in Vue is straightforward. All right, so this is in JS. Oh, okay, sweet. So I can just go in and I should be able to just dump this in, right? Yeah? No? Whoa, whoops. I didn't want to do that. Give my 2 spaces back. Oh, how do you get rid of the... How do you fix your spacing in this? Oh, nice. This is nice. You don't have to edit the XML anymore or whatever it was. Oh, let's go with this. 18. Those are fine. Tab size is 2. It's 2 spaces, yo. Render white space. Oh, no, I don't need to see the white space. Or actually, let's see what does this say? Boundary. Let's see what the boundary looks like. Multi-cursor identifier alt. Word wrap off. Oh, let's turn this on. Actually, on. Yes, insert spaces when doing tab. Word wrap column is 80. That's fine. What is this add pattern? Folders, folders. Oh, weird. Yeah, it should hide this crap. But anyway, all right, cool. Associations. Edit in settings.json. I don't want to do that. Now I got excited about those other ones. Now I don't remember why I came in here. Usually one component per file, but yes. Oh yeah, that makes sense for like organizational reasons, right? I mean, you wouldn't want to just bloat up your main JS. Controls whether the editor shows code lines. Blah, 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 blah. Sensitivity scroll, alt. Is that the only space where I can put in spaces? Actually, I guess that's all I really need then. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, 2 there. See, it's still 4 though. Whatever. All right, cool. So I'm going to leave it there for now. We're going to kind of make a mess of it. Then I'll just, I'll clean it up later. That's the best way to always do it, right? You always clean it up later because then you just never clean it up. Now you can compose another components template. So should I put this in? Where does this go? Like in a completely new file? HTML, JS. Okay, but this would render the same text for every to-do, which is not super interesting. We should be able to pass data from parent scope into child components. Let's modify the component definition to make it accept a prop. Okay, that makes sense. So let's put that in. Do we just put it in a new JS file? Like this? I don't know, it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say where to put that. Probably have to put it in the page though, right? Yeah, okay. So then let's get this in the JS. Component now accepts a prop, which is like a custom attribute. This prop is called to do. Yeah, I see that. Thanks. Okay, that's cool. Now we can pass the to do into each repeated component using vbind. Ah, so let's go put this in our index.html page, but let's get rid of that. Whoa. Okay, I need it. We're removing this comment so we can see stuff. That can go there. That can go there. Yeah, that's cleaner. Unordered list. Let's actually put that in. Well, I'm gonna leave it there for right now. So if we take this, ow, and then let's see your main.js. All right, to do text. So we'll need a new view then, right? To do item. I don't feel like this is gonna work. I feel like it's in the wrong place, but we'll try it. Let's see. Okay, we got that, and then we got the component, and then component here, app. What's this? Oh, that's the same thing. Okay, so we don't need that. We need to add this stuff. So let's put that back in here, and then bloop bloop. So can I do that? Or should I put it down after the declaration of the component? I'm gonna do it like this. All right, so they got 3 items, whatever else humans are supposed to eat. Okay. And then, so this is the, let's call this the to-do list. To-do list. Yeah, list items. So we'll go in here and we'll, should I make a div for it? Do I need to make a div? Let's try this. ID equals to do. See how intuitive this is or not. Vegetables, cheese, whatever else humans are supposed to eat. Right, that's what's supposed to show up, right? One file for a bunch of stuff, then decide what to split out to files later. Right in the rest. Yeah. Let's see here. Boom. I mean, I'm already making a mess. I don't even have much stuff. But, you know, like, if I turn this into something more, which maybe I'll do, I don't know. I'll definitely break this stuff out. So I have to-do item app, to-do list items, and that's theoretically attach that to that. So data is grocery list. What? Da, ba, 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 ba. ID text this. Yeah, exactly, Brandon. You know it. You know how it goes. So here's the thing. Okay, so I got my to-do, my ID, and my to-do thing, and then item in grocery list. Well, and this isn't going to show up, right? Oh, it does show up. I did it right? Whoa, 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 wait a second. That's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So here's the template, and then to-do item, to-do item. So how did it find the template for that? I'm actually, I do. So is this is the template then, right? Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. So this is my template, and this thing I just made, that's just arbitrary crap at this point. So I can delete it, move it to trash, and that should still work. Boom. Okay. So then, oops. All right, so I got those parts working, and now we need a button to do something. But let's look at some more stuff. Relation to custom elements. Ready for more? No, I think we almost got enough functionality here. So this button thing is, oh, methods. Let's do a methods. And we'll add this to this. Oh, no, wait, no. we need to add this to, so this stuff is bound to the grocery list. But this I want to add methods to. Yeah, okay. And then this is going to be add to do item, right? And then it's got delegate function, some. Add to do item. It'll be this dot, whoops, to do item. I don't know, it looks like there'll be more to it than that, but let's, okay. You had to put a component in your HTML. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right. So we need to basically create a whole one of these anytime we, anytime we add it, and we'll add it to the grocery list. But let's do, can it not be a grocery list? Thrashing code to-do list. There we go. To-do list items, to-do items, to-do item. Template, this is a to-do. To-do.text. I don't even need both of these, do I? I don't need this one. Right? I do need that one. Oh no, I just broke something else. Let's get back to working code here. Refresh, okay. All right, I'm putting this in Git real quick. Git init, Git status, yeah, Git add. Working, add item and list of stuff. Clear. All right. So this is working with this. So to add that, oops, here we go. So I want to get a button that flips stuff around basically, but not flip stuff around. So methods, I'm going to add this to, I don't know, maybe I should just add it as a new app altogether. I don't really know how that organization should go, but let's do it anyway. Let's add that. We'll see what we get. All right, so now I have methods, not reverse message. Add thrashing to do item. Function this thing. So this dot message will be this dot to do item equals button pressed, right? Oh, there I am adding semicolons again. Let's see what that does. Oh, I don't have a button. Oh, I need to add a button, dummy. V button. Ah, there we go. And it's got the V on binder to it. Okay. So let's put it in here. And that's not the name of it. It's called add thrashing to do item. Yeah, okay. And then button. Add item to do item. Okay. So then blah 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 to do item button pressed. Okay, that's slick. So we got that. So now with that done, then we could, I think we got enough pieces here almost to do this thing. The Vue videos a couple weeks ago, so it's sort of fresh, but I need to learn a lot more. Yeah, I definitely need to learn a lot more of how these pieces work, but I'm kind of excited about it just from that simple context of like how it's not a lot of cruft. Like I don't want a lot of cruft. I kind of just want to build, I actually want to build a bunch of apps that are straight up HTML, just like this. And, you know, where you just go in there and you're like, oh, I typed it and it's blazing fast because it's just HTML and the stuff that I need to run. Not a lot of images, not a lot of CSS, not a lot of extra processing. It's just there and boom, you know, it does the thing. I feel like there could be a lot of value add in that, you know? All right, so we have the button. It changes stuff, but we don't want to just change stuff. We want to add a thing to this. So let's hear, if we do this dot to do, well, what is it? It's to do, oh, I put it in app 7. I don't even know what that is. Oh, grocery list. A to-do list item. Is it like this? To-do list item dot grocery list. Can I do that? And then, well, let's just do this and then say, put in a bound item. Say add ID 0 text empty now, right? Should that theoretically work? Cheers, Brandon. Thanks for stopping by, man. Button pressed. So the stream wasn't updated. But then, of course, is my stream. I guess it's two-way bound too, right? Yeah, so to-do list item dot grocery list empty now. Oh, what's not? Oh, maybe app 7. Darn it. So if I did this dot to do item, oh, does it need to be in this thing? Yeah, data, grocery list, app 7. And did I app 7 in here? I didn't do it in here, it's just in, it's in this thing. Right, yeah, to-do list. Oh wait, that's the, okay. So that did that. I changed the name. Add thrashing item. Add to do item. So I'm getting the button pressed, right? Because I can do this craziness. Alert, test. Well, we know it's working because, oh, does it not let me? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, button pressed. So then, all right, you got an idea on this? I'm not sure how I'm supposed to reference the list. Can I reference it in here? Doesn't seem like it's readily available. So while I'm at this, add it here. Yeah, let's open up WebStorm. Get some power into this thing. Visual Studio Code is awesome, don't get me wrong. But I want to see what it tells me in this universe. And also, let's get some, what's my node? Oh, I got node on here, 810. NVM, is that on here? No, it's not on here. NPM should be, right? Yeah, okay. It's clear. Install and update script. Blah, blah, blah. Let's do curl. Oh, and by apt-get, how do you uninstall node apt-get? All right, there's that. Let's get rid of this. Oops. No, did that? What did it say? It did that, and then, oh yeah, please remove all this stuff. I think I might have just canceled out on that before. So then, it's the best way to undo the install of Node.js and npm. Undo the install. Reading package list, blah. Edit. This is the output of sudo apt-get purge Node.js. Purge Node.js. Auto remove Node.js. On the other hand, when you do, it isn't necessarily doing this. That, okay, and removal of. Oh, interesting. Oh, let's do this too. So I've been going through tons of installs and stuff. All right, clear. And then we got NVM. Oh wait, exit. And then let's Tilix. NVM, yeah. Okay. So then let's hear NVM install. What is our node version? I don't know why I put version. Just go get the latest one, I guess. 10.15.3. Let's do that. Install 10.15.3 LTS. And then, what's it? NVM default. Oh, you have to, oh, whatever. All right, and then node v. Yep, there we go. Okay. And then let's hear, what is it? Default, no wait, NVM use 10.15.3. Now using, right, and then NVM alias default 10.15.3. Yep, okay. Better than NVM for managing node versions. Docker. Yeah, well, shush. This is already a Docker instance, effectively. I'm in a VM. It ain't messing up my local machine. All right, there we go. But yeah, that is a good point. It's a good point. It's good to use a VM, Docker image, something like that. Yeah, when I deploy it to the client, and whenever this thing starts to turn into more of a thing, definitely will be looking at it from that context, you know? JS is the right way. Quick start and comparison. Oh, let's take a look at this. Actually, a little sidetrack here. Looking at Java, the comparisons. Oh, that's a fancy symbol. I want that one. Save image. Thanks. Differ from jQuery, right? Build a full stack with Firebase, Vuex, and router. I don't really want to do that. Learn Vue step by step. Is that what I'm looking at right now? Oh no, that's a $150 course. That's kind of cheap actually, but it's also kind of expensive. So I did two-way binding. Didn't really do event handling too much. Templates and virtual DOM, list and conditional rendering, binding attributes and styles, the Vue instance. such as components, the Vue CLI for scaffolding projects, which is, oh, how did I install Vue CLI? How do you do that? Oh, okay. Oh, let me install Yarn. Install Yarn. What? Yeah, Debian, stable. Sounds good. So then install Yarn. If you are a Debian package repository, you first need to configure the repository. But on this, or you can simply do that. Okay. Let's get this. I don't know if I should install it that way though, or then install path. Can't you just install it with npm? I thought you could install everything with npm. Yeah, yeah, you're right about Udemy. I got a course on there somewhere. I don't know whatever happened to it though. I think I got paid like $10 and then it disappeared or some crap. Some Docker course from like 1,000 years ago. All right, I'm ready. Close that. Close code for now. Oh, and this is still doing its thing. Oh, what the heck? We're gonna install this from Telex here. Okay, so that's what I want to curl and then echo. Yes. Path setup. Got those bits done. All right, now I'm gonna do this. If using NVM, you can avoid the node installation by doing, oh, okay, let's do this since I have NVM. Oh, whoops. My caps lock on? Oh no, okay, I did it. Okay, got the key. Then do this. Wait, what? I ignored you? You got ignored. When did you get ignored? Oh, about my sorry? Did I say sorry or did somebody else say sorry about coding? Yeah, I'm confused. I feel like I missed something. I thought I was keeping up. Oh well. So yeah, let's see. All right, so this and then these words I seek Cassandra bogus. Oh, this is not the one I want in. I want in documents. Yeah. Into Vue. There we go. Ah, clear. Actually, let's go out of that. And then, all right, so we have Yarn. Path setup, Yarn version. So find a path, please follow the steps. Your profile may be in whatever. Add this to your profile path. It looks like it's fine, but let's check this out. Code. What was it doing? Oh yeah, okay. So got that, Yarn's in there, NPM's in there. So I'm gonna do this. Oh yeah? Well, how about npm install -g at Vue CLI? Weird. So like an old command? Alright, so view serve, open browser. Oh wow. This is on different machines, therefore this is only recommended for rapid prototyping. Okay. That totally makes sense. Oh, then a directory do that. That's pretty cool. View build my component dot view. Huh. So let's maybe do that. My coding story? Like the whole coding story? A long, long time ago in a distant land. That type of thing? Ha 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 ha. Love it. That's good. I don't know, the quick summary is I started coding decades ago. On all sort of stuff that people talk about from starting coding decades ago. Like things that had 2 diskette drives in it. Disk drives, diskette, whatever. And then I did C++, and then I did C, and then I did BASIC. Then I did GW BASIC. And then I did VB and Pascal. And then I did C++ some more. And then, holy shit, it happened. I got paid to do VB. And then I got paid to, it was the 5 1/4 ones. Yeah, oh yeah. My whole life is a strange order. But that's okay, because I like to throw up my time signatures that way. And then, yeah, so at some point I got paid to do VB4. I was in college. And then I was doing some COBOL, some RPG, and learning CL, command language, for the AS400 at this place. And no, this was not like the 80s. It's just, I grew up in Mississippi, so all our shit is old. Or was old. I don't know what they have now. They got an upgrade, so the AS400 wasn't like 2 times bigger than me. Once they got the upgrade, it was just like a normal desktop. It was 10 times more powerful. But oh yeah, so I did RPG. Then my teachers and I had a discussion, and to make the story short, all 3 of my teachers, all women, by the way, awesome teachers, loved all of them. They were freaking crazy smart. Encouraged me to get out of college and just drop out of college for a couple reasons. One, I was getting paid to build networks, do system administration. I was regularly going to 2600 meetups at the time too, and doing some stuff called InfoSec, which I ignore now. I have no history in that. I didn't even say that. And then I got into a little bit more into programming, but I was mostly doing network and sysadmin stuff for a few years. Got out of college. I did have an associate's at that point, but I don't even know what you do with one of those. And played some more music, mostly metal, because that's how I roll. Then oh god, let me change my view, because I'm just gonna ramble for a few minutes, just chit chat. Yeah, so I did all that. And then I'm not that old, probably. Like I said, Mississippi was easily 20 years behind. Oh, and then I got a job at a hospital for like a month doing COBOL refresh. Then did some other stuff, helped with some broken Y2K computers. Did some other stuff. Then I got a gig doing stuff for the first time in Portland when I first moved out to the Northwest a billion years ago. And that was when things started to come together a little bit, at the same time still being chaotic. I wrote some .NET code for the first time, some VB.NET. So I wrote to VB.NET to fix an access database, and then I didn't learn RPG in the 80s. I wasn't using computers in the 80s. Let's just put it that way. And then I realized that I needed to take stuff off of my resume, and I took the RPG and COBOL off because I didn't want to do AS400 stuff anymore. I wanted to work with I wanted to work at startups and on some bleeding edge stuff. So I started getting a little bit more into Unix, but I was doing that through Linux, Red Hat, Hooah. That was cool. Hey Lily, how are you this evening? And then what did I do? I don't know. That's when I started getting into programming way more heavily. I did some VB.NET for a while, getting paid decent money for that. Then the market crashed super bad, and I lived off of stock money for a while. Then I went broke. Then I went into debt, and then I became almost homeless for like a couple months. Sort of playing music, hanging out with buddies and stuff. And then I decided to really get into programming more hardcore. I got another gig, learned C# on the job. That was super rad. Then I started working for a big bank called Bank of America. That was cool. Ended up moving around all over the country doing contract. Then I landed at Bank of America, still kind of moving around in Florida a little bit. Started getting more into Linux at the time because it was becoming more relevant because of the internet. And Microsoft was losing its relevancy at an alarming rate at this point in the world of the web. So I kind of got out of the whole ASP.NET, .NET MVC thing, started dropping the VB.NET, didn't even do C# as much anymore, started getting into the web, doing JavaScript more. I remember being told stuff like, you're an idiot, nobody's ever going to pay you to do that JavaScript shit, blah, blah, blah. I think that was an exact quote, actually, at some point. Anyway, joke's on them. I've been paid plenty of money to do JavaScript shit. And then, I don't know, a bunch more stuff happened. Started getting into distributed systems and distributed databases. Worked at Basho for a while. And that was when I started to get more into developer advocacy and developer evangelism, as some people say. I double quoted because I hate the word evangelism for that. It's laughable and an insult from a technical perspective, and from a religious perspective, it's kind of insulting the religious perspective of it. And sometimes I feel like the religious perspective is insultive, and it's just the wrong word for that. So I like to go with the developer advocate. I think it's more honest. It's more honest for me to say that I'm a developer advocate. I advocate development practices and technologies, and it's a lot of fun. So, Linux in the 90s, and then ran my firewall using Linux on a 386. It ran amazing well for such an underpowered PC. Yeah, Linux is awesome. It's super awesome. I use it on everything now. Y'all are watching me on Linux. I have Linux on the desktop because that's just how it is. One thing I did do, speaking of 8-inch floppy disks, there's an 8-inch floppy disk at Stennis Space Center that was used on the horizontal rocket test stand. This rocket test stand is a massive 10-story complex. And I was out there working support one day, helping out some of these literal rocket scientists, right? These dudes are all rocket scientists. I shouldn't say dudes, these people, because there's a lot of women rocket scientists. I grew up, I just assumed that everything was like pretty evenly split all over the world. I didn't realize how clusterfucked it was until I got out to the West Coast. But anyway, here I'm in Mississippi working at Stennis Space Center, and I'm working with these rocket scientists trying to figure out what's wrong with their telemetry, because they're collecting data on this rocket. I believe it was for one of the later shuttle rocket launches. And anyway, I'm out there trying to help them, and we realize that one of the problems is they're not getting reads off of this floppy disk. And they tell me, oh, it looks like the floppy disk isn't working or something like that. And I was like, oh, where's the floppy disk at? And I'm thinking I'm going to see a diskette, a diskette, this big. Anyway, they're like, let me try another one. So they pull out a floppy disk, and it's one of those suckers that's this big. It's like the size of, I don't know, one of those old records, or the big thing, a big, whatever, I don't know, 12 inches by 12 inches. It's huge. The biggest one I'd ever seen was 5 1/4. That was like the common thing for a while, and then it turned into the 3 1/4 and on down. And now we don't even use the stupid things. But this thing was just huge, and I'm like, oh my god, where does that go? What is that thing? They're like, oh, this is the floppy disk we use. So then they point me at the diskette drive, which is this mounted unit, like yay big, right? And it's a big peripheral attachment floppy drive for this thing. And it's just like you flip the little switch, you pull the disk out, and you put the new disk back in, and you flip the switch down, right? So standard operation. They put the new one in, and it made some weird sound. And I smelled something. I'm like, oh god, there's wires aren't connected or something, right? So let's pull that sucker, and do you have a backup of these things? They're like, no. And my immediate response is, oh shit. Is this super pivotal? And they're like, our whole telemetry process for the rockets is tantamount to having this drive work for the software. I'm like, all right, look, I'm going to try to figure out how to get it to work, but y'all have to back up the stuff on these diskettes ASAP and put it on something more reasonable. Yeah, so remember, I'm talking about NASA right now and the rockets. Lowest common bidder, or lowest price bidder on everything. No joke. So here I am trying to figure out what's up with this thing. And I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know how diskette drives actually work from the electronic perspective, right? So I take off the top, and I immediately see this one wire that's just popped off and like shorting out to another wire, and it's weird looking, and it looks like it's supposed to be soldered down, but the solder point, you can see where it like has popped off, and it's just a little separated, about this much. And of course the diskette drive is huge, so I can see this. Like on a newer one, I wouldn't have been able to see this. You'd have just had to throw it away and get a new one. What are we talking about? I'm talking about doing tech support basically for NASA at Stennis Space Center in southern Mississippi, where they do the vertical and horizontal rocket tests. And it's one of the jobs that I had. And anyway, I was like, all right, I think I have an idea. It's just a hunch, stupid hunch. Let me try this out. So I go back to my office, which is like, it's on this complex out at Stennis Space Center. If you look it up, it's this giant, like 20 mile by 20 mile complex, right? It's huge. It's as big as a city, but it's out in the woods, okay? So anyway, I drive to my office at the Lockheed area. You know, it's just a different building and everything. So I get over there, and I get my soldering iron, or I find a soldering iron, I should say. Then I go all the way back over there, okay? I get my soldering iron out, and I solder. This is like the third soldering joint I've ever made in my life, because I am not an electrician. But I have a soldering iron because we had them out there. I get over there, I do that, I reconnect that wire where it looks like it popped off. We plug it back up, start it up, and it works. And they're able to run their telemetry off of this. Okay? I am freaking shocked. This is actually, I guess, the late 90s. That's when it is, the late 90s. So I get that thing all put back together. I get it to them, and they're like, you said we need to do backup. I'm like, yes, please back up all this stuff. This thing is not going to keep working, and you can't go buy a new one. They didn't even sell these things anymore, at least not that I knew of. So anyway, they backed it up, but I totally saved the day, and they were able to get their rocket telemetry data processed and sent to wherever they had to send it to, which was just completely blew my mind. So even though I am not that old, using RPG and COBOL was not an 80s thing for me. It was a 90s thing. Soldering diskette machines to fix the diskette drive was not an 80s thing for me either, but the technology was definitely 80s technology, and I was just fixing it in the 90s and early 2000s because Mississippi and a lot of the entities and businesses there are just super, super, super behind. That's all. That's why I got to work with a lot of this old stuff, which I'm kind of thankful for. It's awesome stuff. But back to the topic at hand and what we're looking at Vue.js, which with Vue.js, the awesome thing is, from the context of all those stories, is you don't have to solder nothing. Right, exactly, Digital Drummer Jay. I am like 60 million years old, and I look 20. Look at that. It's a good thing my beard ain't out right now. Don't look at my old videos. Y'all know I'm not 20 anymore. Well, I guess some 20-year-olds get gray hair. It always seems kind of weird. One of my friends had gray hair when he was 20, 24-ish. And then he went bald by the time he was 28. He was so pissed off. Or maybe he's 20, 25 or whatever. All right, so back into all this. What are we doing? We're looking at the Vue CLI at this point. I want to dig into that a little bit. So let's try to get this thing to work. Okay, so we installed the CLI. To do rapid prototyping, we're just going to do, I guess it's Vue serve, like that. Command Vue requires a global add-on to be installed. Install this thing. Okay, so npm install -g at Vue CLI service global. Boom. Okay. And then what do we do? Does it actually open the browser? Usage information. All right. Come on, fetch it faster. Go, 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 go. Oh yeah, and I want to look at that. We're gonna look at that in just a second in WebStorm. See what we get pulled up. Just hacking into it. Is that thing close? It doesn't need to be open anymore. Come on, install faster. Whatever. All right, resolve with new module. Do your thing for a minute. I'll be patient. All you need is an app.vue file. So let's actually do that. Clear list. Then we're gonna do, we'll just put it in getting into Vue.js. So touch app, right, app dot view. There we go. And then what do we put in it? Just this stuff. Okay. Code app.view. It's all right. You can treat. So I will add one other thing. One thing about growing up in Mississippi, you end up with a crazy thick skin. I ain't met somebody that could offend me or bother me in the least in over a decade. And I guess that maybe it's a little bit of the getting older too, but whatever. Make fun of me all you want. As long as I'm entertaining and teaching some people, I'm happy. And you know, building stuff. I like to build stuff. That is my like crazy person passion. Like, let's build stuff. Oh, Epic Ninja Elephant. Happy Wednesday indeed. I'm glad you said that because now I know it's Wednesday. Thanks, Lily. It's good to know. I like. That's the thing. It's like I like teaching people stuff. I like learning stuff. You know, it's a two-way street there, and you know, people can call me whatever. It really doesn't bother me. I mean, I always feel like that. You know, people give me shit. It's whatever. I'll get it figured out. We'll figure it out. We'll all learn something. Whatever. Just don't throw stuff at me. That was a joke I used to make because I was so happy when I got a job at Waffle House. And I used to joke halfway through that career because one night, I guess I'd been there for like 3 or 4 months. I worked a late shift pretty regularly because I like doing the 10-hour thing, so I could only work 4 days. Yes, metal 24/7, live it and breathe it. Yeah, matter of fact, I was going to a metal show this night, which is awesome. But anyway, I was working at Waffle House. I was a cook, and some dudes came in, and some other dudes came in, and then they got mad because of some stuff I won't even go into. Anyway, let's just say dudes got fighting, and I got in the middle of it, trying to get them out of the store and get them away from people, and somebody got me right there in the kisser, and so I had blood and mess all over, and my lip was swole up, and it sucked. But it wasn't the first time. Mississippi is rough upbringing. So like one of my things has always been, as long as you're not shooting at me and you're not punching me in the face and you're not throwing stuff at me, I'm good. It's a great job, So my threshold for like where to deal with bullshit is completely different than a lot of people's. But yeah, after that, I always joked. I was like, hey, it's a good day if somebody's not throwing a punch and hitting me by accident. Man, I went to see a metal show later that night, and somebody was like, man, how long you been here? You been in the pit that long or something like that? And I was like, dude, I just got here. I got hit earlier. All right, so we got app view here. And then that thing should be installed by now, right? Where's it? Yeah, no one punched me today. It's a great day. Yeah, no one punched me. It wasn't a train wreck, wasn't a car wreck, nobody threw sand at me. No one kicked me in the shin. Ugh, yeah. I love days that are just like boring. Oh, crap happened. Circular JSON. Circular JSON is maintenance only. No backends available? What? This? What? A complete log can be found. So maybe I need to... Do I need to install that? npm install. Oh wait, actually, what was the last one I did? I did this. Do I need to install that? Oh, what's global? If I could... Ninja training. Actually, I've taken 3 mixed martial arts, Kaiju Kimbo, and 2 others I can't remember. I took Kung Fu and Karate for a while too. So I've never had ninja training, but I also did train on the... Well, I didn't train. I used to play paintball with SEAL Team 2 out of Stennis Space Center. They're the boat team. Awesome bunch of dudes. So we had a lot of fun playing paintball. And oh my God, did I learn some stuff about tactical combat. And yeah, good days. Those were always fun going out there. I don't really know what that means. Install global. Let's install this thing. What's this do? Try to get this installed. That doesn't work. Oh, and then I just broke my install. Finish the install. I had heard that too. I heard that it's the less bad option, but it seems like a pretty good option, period. I don't know. I'm a fan of, again, maybe it's that threshold thing, but I'm a fan of all sorts of languages, no matter how goofy they are, even JavaScript. It does weird stuff. It's a pretty busted language. It's not very well structured, but I still like writing code in it. I still have fun doing it. I can't really complain. You know what? Take it back. There was one complaint I had. I had a job where they hired me as a software developer, and then they wanted me to edit XML all the time. I'm like, are you kidding me? I do not want to edit XML all day long and set up templates to deploy your dumb bank code. So that kind of pissed me off. Really great software, though. It was pretty amazing software that it deployed with just some XML templates. But, cool. Well, as you will know, joining my streams, you will not just see JavaScript. I code in a ton of different languages, all over the board. I'll be into Go on the weekends. I'm doing some JS stuff this week. I'll also be writing some Go, C#, and JavaScript against Apache Cassandra databases over the next month or 3, and just a whole bunch of different projects. So I'll be all over the board if you want to see JS all the time. Oh yeah, Go is lovely. It's a lovely language. It's simple as far as languages go that give you the kind of power that it does, which is what I love about it. Okay, so can I view serve now? Oh, do I have to view serve? I installed that, wait, I have a theoretical backend again, so now I can do that, right? Service global, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's derived from C, right? it's another derived C language. But yeah, Go builds super fast, and it's not, the build system is not as complicated as C, C++, which is beautiful. It'll build to any platform. Much less code, much less frustration around like threading and trying to do concurrency and stuff like that. It's really beautiful. I've been doing a series where every weekend on Saturday from 10 a.m. till whenever, I've basically been going through Go. So if you check out that on my channel, my YouTube channel, because I think most of them are still on Twitch as VODs, but I've been archiving them to YouTube so that they're available. Oh, cool. I look forward to seeing you, Lily. We'll get some more Go covered. And what that's becoming actually is, so I've gone through a lot of the control structures, the basic syntax, the conventions about doing uppercase, lowercase, naming conventions, stuff like that, camel case, snake case, etc. And just the way you structure the Go code, you know, the core fundamental pieces that you need to be able to build apps on a regular basis with Go. I've covered a lot of that, and I've started getting into some more complex stuff around like threading, or not, Go routines, and am diving into concurrency this Saturday. And then after that, it's kind of like all the core pieces. Hey, thanks for following Epic Ninja Elephant. I've always wanted to see an Epic Ninja Elephant, so I'm pretty stoked that you have jumped into the mosh pit. So after this week, they stream on Twitch, owned by Amazon, then archive their streams on YouTube, owned by Google. That's because Microsoft can't get any social media stuff. Wow, there's the notification. I love how those are like 30 seconds behind today. Yeah, Microsoft has just not been able to get any media stuff happening. I think because I don't know, something about their marketing or something has just always been catastrophically, atrociously bad, right? But their music system, dead. You remember their social media site? Yeah, that doesn't work either. Does it even exist? Who knows? Where is live.com? You can still sign into it with OAuth. Zune, yeah, I mean, Zune was pretty slick. A lot of the stuff they built, freaking slick as hell. Oh God, Tapot, what a train wreck. Yeah, it's just so many things they built. It's like a lot of neat stuff, but just blew up. Yeah, that could be a whole. Somebody could Twitch the history of Microsoft boondoggles for like days, but yeah, I don't know. I can't even go on. But I love a lot of their stuff. Like one of my favorite things from them lately has been you can roll up a DataStax Enterprise cluster, basically an Apache Cassandra cluster, right? With all the DataStax stuff, the graph, all that. And it's live for 3 hours, and it doesn't charge you anything. And it's like to try it out, right? But you can do it as much as you want. I love running demos that way. It saves me so much trouble versus having to spool it up and spool it down myself. So, what are the products? Not enough. Why, actually? Yep, I feel like that's a lot of that. The update on your XKCD PR backstream, please. Oh, I want to know about all y'all's update screens, because seriously, I need to make one still. Well, let's hear. Oh, cool. Whoops. Me and you are friends now, Epic Ninja Elephant, because I just clicked friends. I thought I was just following you, but hey, sorry, it escalated really quick. Stay on brand. Oh, I will. Mine will be totally metal whenever it gets up there. Is this going to work now? Oh my God, y'all. Woohoo. Yeah. What do I do now? Oh, I want to do the -O option. Will it open the browser? Network. It got a 10 dot number off of that? 8080. Whoa, buddy. Oh, it ran my whole thing. That's pretty cool. Emotes on brand. New different keyboard, yeah. Oh, lol. Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm moving too fast. And my emotes don't work. Oh, jeez. To create production build, run npm run build. Oh, so I can do that? Well, what did I do? Oh, yeah, okay, so I killed that. npm run build. Uh-huh. This is related to npm not being able to find a file. It's because I don't have a package.json file. Oh, I need to do npm init, right? Yeah, sure, let's just use the defaults. Whatevs, this looks beautiful. Cool. So then if I do this, will it do it then? What? Just experimenting, but I don't know what you just did. Okay, so I did view.serve in this directory, right? Next time you stream, oh, we're gonna start hacking each other's stuff. That's gonna be awesome. I'm already looking forward to it. Oh, dude, I need to take a. I'm gonna actually take a shot of this sucker. So I'm in my office today, and I have a, I don't actually know. It needs to be an easier way to share images on stream. Let's actually do this. I'm gonna goof around and bring up OBS. Pop this sucker over. All right, I'm gonna show you all this. Oh, weird. Light's shining through the window, weird. So I love this. I definitely got to get this going on at all locations that I stream. So far I'm in the office today, right? And let's see here. Can I just do this? I think so. Yeah. So maybe it'll focus. Yeah, so widescreen. There's my chat over there on the far side. And then main display, all that jazz, right? So that's my setup today. And being able to see everything on one screen, wow. I'm used to just like, oh yeah, and I guess let me do a pano. I don't actually have everything. There you go. So now I really don't know how is this gonna work, but you'll get to see what you see. Yeah, okay. So this is my actual setup right now. So you can see the laptop, which usually I'm just streaming just on the laptop, right? And I get everything that I can on that laptop screen. I'm able to get the chat, the stream monitor on there, and some other stuff. But beyond that, that's about it. So it's a little tough if my VM, my main screen gets a little big or whatever and blocks that stuff. Like I can't see chat, then I have to go back and forth a lot. But with this, like I just showed you OBS. I can see all of OBS. I can see the mixer. I can see everything that's going on with that, and I can see my player, my stream monitor, which of course has like a 10-second lag or whatever. I can see the status, the chat, all this stuff. And oh, this computer, yeah, dude, I'm actually kind of hungry right now too. But I just ate. I'm trying to behave myself. I did ride my bike down here today, but it's not actually the best exercise. I don't think I burn any calories when I ride a bicycle. All right, so I got that to work, and it gave me errors, so that's cool. But let's talk review for a minute. All right, so we got all this stuff running. So Vue.js has a CLI. It's got a CLI rapid prototyping server, which I just got running. It's got, what else does it have? It's got so many things. There's of course the framework itself, right? And then We worked on we built a component. We did two-way binding. Yeah. Switch back to your display. Mount from a yeah. Yeah, Robert Tables. So, okay, a 50-inch 4K TV would be pretty awesome. What's the workable size on that though? That's what I'd be curious about. Cause like this isn't an HD widescreen. There is one of those. Like Dale actually has one that's wider than this. That's just completely mind-boggling insane. But I don't know. It's like $2,000 or $1,800 or something. I almost got one because it's like it's way bigger than this one, but it's super wide like that, so I can put everything on it across like I like. I don't know how I could work on two monitors again, because I just feel broken when I do that. Even when I put stuff off to the side on this setup, which I can do, because like I got the laptop over there, and then I got the extra, the third screen technically. I don't want to have to look over there because there's so much focal space on the screen in front of me, right? Let's see, how's this go? There we go, yeah. Up here, so it's like, why not use that? So I love the ultra wide screen monitor. I don't think I'll ever have a machine on purpose and not have that again. But the XPS 15 Dell 15-inch is HD, and the screen is incredible. Dell's been pretty shitty about Linux support, but I've gotten it to work. And like I have it hooked up to all this stuff, and knock on wood, nothing breaks right now, but I got it hooked into a TB16, which has the monitors on it. And then it also has USB-C Thunderbolt, which has my drive connected to it. Nice. It's a pretty good laptop. I hated Windows on it, but that's because I don't do any Windows stuff, so it just got in the way. But once I got Linux running on it, it's been beautiful. I was this close to having a temper tantrum and throwing it out in a field or something. But I collected myself, and we're cool now. Me and the XPS 15 are cool. But I would say if you're going to run Linux, like I'm doing, buy a System 76. Just spend the extra money. It's not as much as a Mac or anything, but you can get tons of horsepower. They got multiple choices, and it's just they're plenty of support. It's Linux support all day long. That's what they do. Yeah. Anyway, I want to use to stream Overwatch, WoW, and Papers, Please. Papers, Please. What's Papers, Please? So I haven't used Pop! OS on my System 76 machine. I actually haven't used my System 76 machine for a while because it needs a new motherboard. But amazing machine, loved it. Didn't use Pop! OS, but I have put Pop! OS in a VM, and it's beautiful. It's kind of like Vue.js, kind of like what we're looking at today. You know, where it's got extra niceties. Like in Vue.js, you have this. You have these extra components here. The little bar is real nice with the transparency and stuff. Pop! OS has a lot of that stuff, plus additional bits on like how to, you know, like Ubuntu has this feature where you drag this here, and then what is it? You drag it to the other side, and then you've got this ability, right? So it keeps it in sync, which is super, super helpful, especially if, you know, you just want your command over here to do your command stuff, and, you know, you don't want to mess, whoops, clear. And you want to mess with it, and then you have your code over here, right? This makes for a really nice back and forth with multiple apps, especially like on my widescreen. When I do this, it's beautiful. I have a full screen on both sides, or a full app on both sides, and then I can even put a third in there and drag it around all sorts of ways. So anything that's based off of Ubuntu has that, but Pop! OS has more capabilities around like mixing the board in the center and then splitting them apart and pulling them apart. So lots of good stuff there. But I would definitely support them, and I will probably I don't know if I should say this. I don't know who's watching, but I may actually get a System 76 and retire the XPS 15 within within probably a year. I'll probably sell it or something and just move to System 76. Especially now that tax season is over. But we'll see. Since it's on, since the one display instead of 4, you had to set the size of the windows. Just pick full screen with no that monitor. I don't know if I understand what you just said, H-Monkey. But hard game. Oh. Oh, so when I'm playing a shooter, I don't know if I was to play shooters a lot again, or something like Overwatch, I would probably just play it on the laptop screen. But like most of the games I play are the God mode games, like the SimCity type of stuff. I play City Skylines and Transport Fever are the two that I spend 95% of my gaming time playing, which isn't all that much anyway. Cool. So yeah, let's see here. So we got, I'm gonna take those notes actually. Where is my notes? Here's my notes. And I just opened it in God only knows what. I don't want that. I want it in code. View all applications, code. Please do that. Yes. And what happened? Where is it? There it is. Okay. So things we've learned today. So Vue.js is a simpler UI framework for web development. Second thing I learned, I can't type development. There you go. And then let's see here. Vue.js is built around two-way binding, components, and similar. Simple. It's not really that it's simple. It's minimally complex object and prototyping models. There is a CLI and respective CLI real-time prototyping engine that is useful for editing quickly too. All right, what else? What else is an advantage of Vue.js? Because tomorrow, me and Christina are going to stream on the DataStax Academy channel, and we're going to be looking at React in Vue.js. And one of my things is I wanted to make sure I actually knew a little bit more about how Vue.js is put together or not. I would like to look a little bit more at, like, how are these projects actually lined up? What's a good project design and layout? Like, that seems like a thing that so often is just not talked about. It's like create view using the GUI. What? There's a GUI to the CLI? Oh, Vue UI. Oh, wow. So let's hear. Vue.js also has a GUI for creating apps and such. Let's look at that, right? The channel is the DataStax Academy channel. It is this one. Does that show up as a... Can you click on that and actually see that in chat? I'm not actually sure how chat works sometimes. It confuses me. I mean, that's some pretty good reasoning. I mean, you know. So I do like the template type stuff you can do. It's not fundamental to me wanting to do it, but it is pretty cool. Because a lot of stuff I want to build is so simple, I don't even know how much templating I actually need to do, you know? You know, I just noticed, I'm looking at, it shows how many people are viewing right now. I guess it says 14 or 19 or something. But then I look on the stream and it says 16. It keeps going to 12 and 20. I think sometimes that active viewing stat is a little off kilter. Old school tracks old school devs. Tracks people who think they're going to use the generator. Tracks people too afraid of using something from Facebook. Oh, I ain't worried about that Facebook thing because they got that fork split of it anyway. But then, of course, I don't blame anybody of being scared of Facebook's crap. I mean, the fact that they turned PHP into a super, super massively scalable, usable monster, and that's like in a powerful monster type sense, not like a just complete crap sense. But the fact that they did that and the other stuff that they've produced has been pretty impressive. I mean, they, you know, Apache Cassandra came out of there, a bunch of other stuff came out of it, React, of course. But yeah, what they've done with it post facto has always been a little bit of a question mark. I'm glad they let that Apache Cassandra manage to go to Apache instead of staying under the helm of Facebook, because I think it would have been not a good scenario. They seem to let things die on the vine. Unless, of course, it's React. Then they're like, we own this, blah, blah, blah. Vue.js has a GUI for creating apps and such. Yeah, let's try this sucker out, though. I want to see this. I want to see it in action. There it is. So let's see. How do you do this? You do Vue GUI? Unknown command GUI. Oh, how do you have to install it? Vue CLI. You'd be prompted to pick a. Well, let's do a Vue create first, then we'll compare them, right? Vue create. Hello. Let's go in the right place. List codes. We'll go in here where these are. Yep. Okay. Clear. Then Vue create my new hello world. And then like 9,000 features. No. Okay. Oh, default Babel or ESLint. Let's do default. What? I mean, technically, I don't find any web user interfaces worth a blah, blah, blah. I'd much rather like write to something that's kind of native because it gives you just so much more power, and we have to work so hard to make the web work. But in that sense, I still like building stuff, so whatever. I'm making the web work, right? I mean, I feel like there's probably a lot of us that are doing that these days. Come on, thing. Oh, lols. Native. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I said native. I said native. No, seriously though, how much work do we put into stuff? Like, say, what's the JavaScript framework? I mean, JavaScript thing for building stuff that appears like it's just running on the machine. How much work does that take? That's so much work. We had to build a whole thing just to make it look like that, and then it eats up all the memory and resources in the universe. Slack uses it. Not Reactor, it's Electron. I mean, that's cool that they made that work, but holy moly, so much work. I mean, it's kind of like what Microsoft tried to do with XAML, JavaScript XAML, right? And I guess you can still use that to build actual native applications that build to Windows. But of course, I don't want to do that. So yeah, native is pretty awesome. Oh, here we go. Get commit due to missing use our name and email. Oh, why it puts wow. Are y'all reading this? So wait. Oh, it's cute that they use the little reactor stuff. I like that. That's pretty neat. Initialize and git repo. installing CLI plugins, Yorkie. Oh, I love Yorkies. Yorkies are awesome. Then set up to get hooks. Added, 1,100 packages from 642 contributors and audited 23,492 packages in 64 seconds. Whatever, 64 seconds, that's a slow build. Invoking generators, installing additional dependencies, added 30 stores, running completion hooks, generating README, and then successfully created project this thing. Get started with the following commands. Okay, and it skipped the git commit though. So like, does this thing just push stuff to a repo? Like it picks a name? Yeah, Electron's just Chrome, sort of, but I mean, it doesn't run in Chrome. But it's kind of a mess if that's your native app, though. I mean, the native app, it does, you get nothing compared to a native app. I mean, I love Visual Studio Code, I love Slack stuff, I love all that stuff, but I mean, it's no native app replacement. I mean, and it's not like processors are just getting faster and faster to compensate for it all. It's like you really have to work really hard to make that stuff performant. Yeah, I mean, it's huge. Like, we're just making everything worse, honestly, by doing that from a security perspective. The web has just gotten, yeah, I could rant for days, especially for that. I spent just enough time in InfoSec to know that I can't deal with all that stuff. So let's go in here. What do we got? We got npm run serve. Okay, so that's gonna do whatever that's doing. Cool. All right. Oh, so this is just kind of like the other thing. Can I just go in and like localhost? Yeah, 8080. That's what I want. Oh, pretty. Oh, look at that. Core docs, all that stuff. So I don't know. I'm pretty impressed by some of this Vue.js stuff. Learn. Ecosystem. Core libraries. Vue router, Vuex, Vue server render. Okay. All right, that's cool. So then let's figure out, how do you get, Vue UI. All right, so that ran. So let's try Vue UI. Do I just get that? Yeah, starting GUI. And then it sticks me right out here into the browser to do something with it. So that's nice. Oh yeah, that's kind of why I left InfoSec. I mean, I like a good drink, but I did physical security and info security for the military for a very, very short period of time. And I don't really talk about it because I was just like, I can't stay in this space. What? Why did Robert Tables get... Oh man, do I have some stupid sensor crap on here? Sorry for that timeout or whatever Stream Elements did. I'm gonna fix that later, Robert Tables. I don't... Why is it... It deleted all your messages? What? It deleted like all your stuff. Oh, it deleted all your messages because you wrote indigenous. My bad, dude. I'm gonna fix that shit. I don't need any of that silly sensor mess. Hold on, what did that? My Stream Elements bot? Man, what in the world? That's crazy. Oh, is it because you typed it in uppercase? Is that maybe what it did? That's hilarious. Oh. We're using XKCD. All right, I gotta fix that. Oh, where are the bots on here? I'm actually looking real quick. I might have to look later because I don't know where their stupid crap is. Oh, chat commands? Maybe it's under here. No, spam filters. Oh, caps protection, emote protection, whatever. Okay, I just turned that off. You don't have to test it though, but it's off now. Hopefully it doesn't go crazy again. That was nuts. It's the first time that ever happened. Crazy stuff. Victim blaming. Ah. Hey, look at there. There we go. Roar. Loud, big, text, words, boom. All right. Let's hear. So this UI is beautiful. Projects, import. Let's create one. Oh, look, it actually went to, oh, I guess because I launched it from here. New folder. How about new? Yeah, let's create a new project here. Oh, it knows about the other one. Where did it go? Go to import? Yeah. My new hello world. Let's click on that and import this folder. Understood. Enter a network port. Oh, look at that. Kill port. Dashboard plugins. Oh, let me move that over here. CLI service. Plugin Babel. ESLint. Whoa, this is freaking slick. Install DevTools. Oh, is this for the Chrome? Yeah, putting that up here. It's funny, it doesn't know I have it installed. Maybe it's because it's in Chromium or something. Anyway, yeah, we'll fuss with that later. Refine GitHub. Okay, so that's in there, and then configuration. View CLI, public path. Ah, this is way nicer than I expected. Does React have stuff like this? Or Angular? Let's do recommended. I'm all about some recommended pre-definition stuff. Task, serve, build, lint, inspect. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. All right, so let's go back out to, let's go back out here. Where does this send me? Oh, dashboard. I don't want to, oh, view project manager. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay, so here's my project. I guess I can star it. And then let's create one from here. My new world. Yeah, create a project here, and we'll call it UI. Whoops. UI new world. Package manager. Let's use Yarn just for this. Hey, Mad Cow. How you doing? Folder if it exists. Yeah, let's do that. And then initialize Git repository. Oh, this is that thing. Commit message. Optional. First stab. And then, oh, let's go make sure Git is set actually. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Git. What is it? Git. Just passing through. Cool. Glad you stopped in. We've been fighting with Vue and telling stories and just having a good time this evening. Was it Git? Variables. Yeah, just how do you get the list of them? I just want to do git global email and username. So just show you the commands: git configure, git set. Oh, weird. Stream elements told me that you cheered, but like it tells you that you cheered. That's weird. That's cool though. Whatever. Oh, I'm not in that. Oh, but here's the command. Here's the command. I see it. I see it. Yes, that's what I want. So let's do that. Git config global user.name thrashingcode.com git config. Oh, that's damn it. Global user.name Adorn. And then this one is going to be user.email. Right? Yeah. Okay, clear. Just wanted to make sure that was set right. So then we're in the UI. here we go. Yarn, first stab, next. So that's the one I did before, right? Default. Yeah. And then create project. Oh, didn't I? Uh-oh. Oh, let's do manual. Yeah, so this. Enter. Oh, interesting. Progressive web app support. Okay, I don't know what those things are, so let's go with default. I don't know what just happened. Oh, let's go back to npm, I guess. Let's try that. Well, what's the default? Let's go with default. Default. Ah, crap. So then. Let's go cancel, clear project. Okay, that says that stuff. Come in here, create project here. New thingy. Let's go with default. Actually, let's go no git repo needed. Default, create project. Okay, so something with yeah. Good point, Ninja. It's funny, it's not raining. I'm out of coffee. And I don't have any salmon. That's all I gotta say. Come on. Well, I guess it's working. So let's, while we're here though, new thingy. What's in there so far? Oh, just the package.json. What's in the package.json? What is it doing? It's got dev dependencies, name, version, private, true. Okay. Oh, what is this? Oh, the UI is using the CLI to build this thing. That's kind of funny. No such option dash dash JSON. Yarn dashes cannot read property of index. So I don't even know. I don't even know what to make of that. Anybody got thoughts on that one? It's kind of weird. Yeah, so I don't know. This still kind of sold on a lot of these features though. It's pretty cool. It's cool having a UI element. Oh, there goes something. Fetch whatever in new thingy. Still just that. So it's loading all these dependencies somewhere. Oh, there's the node modules. Okay, so I guess it's putting them there. All right, what do we have in here? Soda, node lib, accepts. Bunches and bunches. Oh, wow. I'm glad I got a free scrolling mouse. And there's that. This is getting lit up, of course. Is that browser list? Okay. Post CSX, auto prefixer, ESLint config off root, Babel config. presets view app. Okay. Git ignore. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at there. It puts that in and that in by default. And this. And this. Oh, that's smart. Oh, and DS and node modules. And very good. Very good git ignore. Very good default git ignore. I mean, this takes forever, it seems like. Oh, there it goes. Project dashboard. Understood. Thanks. Okay, so plugins. That's that stuff. Dependencies. Install dependency configuration. And da da da. Okay. So then we just do npm run serve. Oh, well, we have to. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Whoops. So that should run it. Sweet. Okay. Cool. So that runs that. And then let's look at WebStorm again. Create new app. And what do we got in here? Ah, we do have Vue.js. So Vue.js, WebStorm projects. Let's actually put that in codes. Project already exists. Please select another. Right, because I need to do new WebStorm created Vue.js. Node interpreter is correct. That is correct. Webpack or something else? That looks good. So then, I guess this is going through that whole shindig again that we just watched. Oh yeah, yeah, neat, okay. So defaults, please. And then, oh weird, there's like, the sun is burning my hand. All right, share that, ignore, thank you. Okay, and it's adding this. So I wonder if it just leaves the, I guess it leaves probably the git running by default. So indexing, pause due to date, project generation, initializing git repository. Ah, okay. So that's pretty slick. WebStorm has a nice start for this too. Vue.js just has all the support, which is nice. I wonder about React too. Let's see if we can. I don't want to do that. I do. Or just React Native. Some React thingy. What? Alphanumeric. It is alphanumeric. Oh, you can't put dashes in it. It's React Native. What's this do? New window. So let's put that over there. And what does this say? Whoops. Oh yeah, file watcher sort of work, whatever. So this is scanning what it just created. And I don't even know what it's building, but it said no such. Oh, I need to go in and Android. Huh. That was an interesting creation. So I want to exit that one though. Oh no, not both of them. Damn it. Yes, that is great support in WebStorm. That's awesome. Vue init webpack, my thing. Pulling 2x. I ain't worried about that. Let's look at some plugins and presets. Oh, okay, so you can add dependencies and such the same way you do with basically npm or whatever. Thanks, Vic. Capacity memory options to the installed plugin. Lint on save. Huh. Okay, just based on what I saw too, Vuex is like a store engine. It's Bougie. It's actually a Bougie VM running on Ubuntu 18.04 as the core OS on the Metal, running on an XPS 15 Dell laptop. So, which according to Dell is not supposed to work, but they obviously don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, so that's the setup right now. Linux on Linux, and what you're seeing is Bougie, or Budgie, B-U-D-G-I-E, which is an Ubuntu variant of the distro, which I guess is sitting on top of the Debian distro. So, right. Which still is like, when I called them up, I'm like, stop feeding me the bullshit. I know it works. Tell me where something useful is that I can go make it work. And they were like, brr. I hated it. It just made me so mad. But anyway. They could have just pointed me at it and said like, well, we don't support it, but here's the stuff. Because it's freaking public knowledge. It's all over the internet. But if they want to act like their stuff just doesn't work, period, then I guess that's their thing. Their call. I think it's a bad call, but it's their call. Okay, plugins are pretty cool. I like the way that works. Preset here. Huh. CLI service. Inside a Vue CLI project, it installs binary name Vue-CLI-service. You can access binary directly as Vue CLI service and npm scripts or as blah. Okay. So default presets. Noted. Okay, and you can run it that way. Also noted. Huh, okay. Nice. Vue CLI service serve. Vue CLI service build. Alright, so checking all available commands. That looks good. Without ejecting. What is this? Husky? What? Oh, weird. Interesting. I don't really need this, but okay. Oh, yeah. Just some normal old plain Git hooks. Ah. Yeah, I know they're hamstrung, but that's like, I don't know. They don't even point to their community. They should point to their community stuff. It's the same stuff they do with Sputnik. But and they don't even really point to that. It's like, it's just weird that the Dell support model and how it actually works with their own community of users and their own actually supported stuff versus their not supported stuff. Because even their supported stuff, it's like, oh, this one avenue, but heaven forbid you actually know this massive open source community that actually is doing the work. That's what kind of throws me off. But I don't know. Next time I'm doing System 76 because they're not going to give me. They don't have that qualm. They'll actually talk to me about like what isn't supported, but they'll also point to communities because they are actively part of the Linux community, part of the open source community, and they don't have any qualms about that. So they actually talk about it and go back and forth and everything. Oh, polyfills, interesting. Yeah, okay, so development HTML and static stuff. So that's working with CSS, with Webpack, modes and environment variables, build targets, deployments. What about build targets? Huh. Okay. OJS versus TypeScript? Is that what we're talking about here? Yeah. Whoops. As part of its deployment, you will need to make sure that the Vue CLI generates the built files in the correct location and then follow the deployment instruction of your backend framework. Huh. If you're developing your front-end app separately from your backend, i.e. your backend exposes an API for your front-end to talk to, then your front-end is essentially a purely static app. Well, sort of. You can deploy the built content in the dist directory to any static file server, but make sure to set the correct public path. Okay. Any other big advantages that any of you know about Vue.js? Or things that you just like? If you've just used it, would you just enter a period and hit enter real quick? I would be curious to know. Huh. Global surge. That's pretty cool. Bitbucket Cloud. Docker. Of course there's a Docker. At some point that's what we'll end up with. Let's see here. Vue.js to do app. All this stuff is in here, right? And then, nice, it even puts some basic commands in there to run. And then components and assets. Okay, so this builds out. I don't even know what this did. I think that broke. So one thing to note in all of this is, so indeed, there is a file structure that's noted here. And just for context, I have looked at some stuff, and this seems to be what I see everywhere, which is assets, which I guess is images or whatever, then components, which are the Vue components. Right? Yep. Oh goodness, that's a crazy looking thing. Which has the component piece and then the CSS style in it. And then this, I guess, is just calling the start. Yeah. And then this crap is injected in the index.html or something. Yes. Yeah, so you just do it based off of this. Built files will be auto-injected. So kind of a SPA single-page app context. Everything's working, right? We're sorry, but new web store doesn't work properly without JavaScript enabled. Please enable it to continue. Oh, that's for like if somebody turns off JavaScript. Does anybody do that these days? That seems like something that just wouldn't happen. Like, who would turn off JavaScript? Oh, I ask that rhetorically. But, oh, look, there's the ICO, source assets, logo, hello world. All right, that's cool. So if I have this running, and there's my app. What happened to my... I thought I did a search for Vue.js to do app. Oh, there's this one to make. HTML. Standard library 2.x. 2D MVC app and another 120 effective lines of JavaScript. Note that if your web browser is configured, it's a local storage data will fail to be saved from JS Fiddle. You have to click on Edit in JS Fiddle to see the live result. All right. Oh, so this is just all right. So where would this go here? So I have a main.js, and then I have app view, style script, template. Okay, so this is basically what's running. And an index, it's just this other. Yeah, so we know this. We don't need the comment. Let's try to get this to work. Whoop. To do. Oh, and they got. Oh, WebStorm even does this. That's pretty slick. So let's do this. Make sure everything runs first. Starting deployment server. That setting sun really nails the. Oh yeah, look at that. I wonder if this helps. No, it does not. It does not help the background lasers. Oh, that worked. Whatever I just did. Oh, it just took a second for the chroma key to take effect. All right, so Fiddle.js. It's a section to do app. So if I take that and let's just nuke. Okay, that's it for the index thing. So if I take it and go to app.view, just do this and then plop. Right? Yep. And then go back over here. CSS is this. Where is CSS? Oh, I don't even have CSS. I ain't gonna worry about it. And then in JavaScript, should be the main. Let's dump that in and see where we end up. No, nothing. What did I miss? I feel like it's time for coffee. Coffee break time. Actually, yeah, let's switch gears. Do this. And then exit, yeah. Terminate. And we're gonna bounce out of this. And then, all right, I'm gonna show y'all a badass oldie but goodie that I put together with a crew. Let's see if I can find it. YouTube. Aaron Hall. Gruffy ass. All right, here we go. Okay, here's some crazy stuff I've done in the past. Just goofing around. Where is the... I got more than this. Come on. Is that really all the videos I have posted? This is crazy. Oh well. Let's see here. Aaron Hall, coffee, preparation. Nope. Oh, there's me and Christina Warren. And all these other people are not me. They are definitely not me. Adorn? There's actually a person called Adorn. That's cool. Whatever. Terraform. No? Come on. The Couve abides. River Maiden Coffee. Oh, I did that. Weird. It's kind of weird finding about stuff you did on the Twitters afterwards. I mean, on the internets. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Oh, that looks good. River Maiden Coffee. Huh. Cool. Nah, that's here. Oh, damn it. I don't know where it is. All right, for now, until I find that, I'm going to wrap up the coding bit. And let's see here. Do I have GIMP installed? I think I have GIMP installed. I'm going to do some image manipulation here. And we're going to get into some coffee image manipulation. GIMP. Yeah. So I'm going to show you, I got a bunch of assets that I have up on Theme Forest and some other places. I'll show you that in just a second, but I got to get logged in real quick. So bear with me just a second while I do that. I'm going to chit chat in the meantime. In Lotsa, that's what it is. That is not what I wanted to do. It just signed me straight in. I didn't want to sign straight in. I wanted the password. Vato. Oh, I see what it's doing. Oh dear God, my password. I'm manually typing this monster in, so bear with me for a second. And it's not like an easy one. There we go. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to go through and find some of my bits here. So your downloads. Natural disasters. There was a coffee one. I got coffee ones somewhere, and I want those. Was that them? Nope. IT security icons. Damn it. Come on. Where you at? Music vector elements. There we go. Coffee logos, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Coffee logos. Oh, my stuff got removed. Is this the dancing one? Yeah. Guess they have a lot of content that's been jacked. All right, so that's downloading. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, and do I have my font? That is the other question. All right, so bouncing back now, since I'm logged in. Okay, so I just grabbed this theme forest stuff, and it's got various things in it. Take a gander at some of them. Like, let's see here. There's the Coffee Energy logo, which, let's see here. Yeah, Coffee Energy logo fill. Open with GIMP. What? Oh, no. You can do it. You can do it. Unsupported color mode. Ah, brutal. Well, let's just look at the EPS then. Yeah, there we go. It's not super bad. Actually, it's pretty. The anti-aliasing is horrible. Let's see if some of these other settings will fix it up. Strong. Graphic. Let's do that. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Nice. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. There we go. Oh, and then that, I want to get that one, what's that animated GIF where, animated GIF, coffee, drinking, soldier, cup of kick ass. Maybe just cup of kick ass. Animated GIF. Cup of kick ass. Oh well. I'll find that one later. So those are good. And then let's see here, coffee symbols. Yeah. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a screen that says be back in 20 or whatever with cool coffee stuff on it. Oh, is that redundant? Yep. Somebody's car alarm went off. Seriously, people, get your shit together. Yeah, coffee break stream. I figured that'd be a cool one. Oh, that's pretty cool. And I just downloaded this because I like the animation is trippy. What? Well, I'll find the software. I don't know what I just clicked. Oh, that wasn't it. Caffeine is a media player. Huh. I ain't messing with that right now. So when in doubt, just play the thing in... Oh. Oh, it's doing that? Oh, that's stupid. Alright, well, whatever. That one doesn't work. We just write that one off. And I have an awesome video that I'm going to find, and I'll show y'all later. But it's basically a totally metal, epic coffee video thing. And I wish I remembered what the heck it was. I swear it was like on Facebook or something. Maybe that's what it was on. Coffee Twitch. Shoot. Portland, Adrian Coffee. Well, whatever. So let's see here. What should we use? Oh, and I needed to get the font over there real quick. There we go. There's one other font that I wanted. Or a couple. I'll get over here. There we go. Alright, so we got that up there. I want to add Bleeding Cowboys. But oh, that's some crap. Let's see here. Add true type fonts to Ubuntu. And what about Vue.js? Yeah, usually I just click on this crap. Get fonts, install new fonts. Oh. Let's do font. What? This is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Theme, desktop settings, preferences, input method. This does not even seem possible. Yeah, where the hell is the thing at? Vue rocks. Why? Oh, that's cool looking. Yeah, sure, convert it. Oh, that's awesome looking. But yeah, so that's my font. Add my font. Where is... Huh, maybe this will work. Yeah, there we go. That's what I thought. Why is this so ridiculous? All right, so awesome font number 1. Let's actually close GIMP for a second. Make sure it loads them back. So install that one. Install DK Gubikapkari. Uninstalled, okay. And then Sugar Death. Yeah, all right. What does Sanctuary look like? I don't even remember. Yeah, it's cool too. All right, that was a little bit of a fight, but we got them on there now. And I don't need that thing on there anymore either. And these are, let's do this, desktop. And then GIMP. All right, now I want to open up all that stuff again. All right, and then I want to save all this stuff locally somewhere. Let's put it in pictures. And we'll just call it coffee, screen, working, save. Yes. Oh no, this is. Let's do coffee 2. There you go. All right, so I got my logos in there. Let's see here. All right. Or if I can take a good one here. I'm going to attempt to take a selfie. See how this works out. There we go. God, that took way too much work. And then, let's see here. How do I get that onto here? All right, working on that for a second. But okay, so now I can open up those as XPFs in my working directory here, which is a little easier to get to. What thing do I want to use? So now I'm thinking about maybe. Maybe one of those. Maybe not one of those. I don't know, maybe none of these even work. Well, oh, I know what I'm going to do. All right, there we go. Let's see. Phone time. Bear with me. Let's just take a second. All right. So I slacked it to myself. Oh, I have messages. Crap. Oh well. So then I can do this. Okay. Is that it? Yeah. This is the dumbest image. Totally gonna go with it though. Why not? Oh, that's a weird way to do it. That's not what I wanted. Folders. There we go. So then pictures, coffee screen working, my goofy ass face. There we go. Transparency, yes. And then we're gonna do yes, delete it. I don't remember how to do this, damn it. Oh, lasso, I wanna do that. Select by color, yeah. Oh, that is the dumbest thing. Select by. color. So let's do this thing. No. Where is it? Yeah, then cut it. Okay, that's here. GIMP select by color. Choose select by color tool and click on the white background. In the menu bar, go to select invert. Well, that's not a white background. Oh, I can do this though. Let's see here, where is it? This. Yeah. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, select everything and nothing. And then save as. Oh, let's do flatten image. Yeah, there we go. Alright, background fill. Can I do that? Nope. Wide selection. Fill similar colors. Fill some selection, foreground color. Oh, this is not working out good. So new. I'm gonna go with this 1920 by 1080. Advanced option, background color is, I'm gonna go with white. No, we're gonna go with, yeah, background color. Boom, so it'll be black. And then we're gonna go with text. Where did text go? Text. And then decay. Dingbats. No? Where the heck is it? A, B, C, D, F, G. Y'all saw me add that just a few minutes ago. Yeah, it's right there. DK, Ku, B, Kajir. Chiri. Kubika Chiri. 200. Let's do that. Oh, whoops. Let's make it red. Like it ought to be. Oh, this pissed me off now. Okay, font doesn't work. That thing doesn't work. We had the font installed. Oops, it's paint. Right, that's what we did. Installed it. All right, going with the input. Oh yeah. Restarting that for a minute. All right, on that note, what a mess. I, however, am going to get it's coffee time. I got to go get evening coffee. But before I leave, let's raid somebody, huh? How about that? Sound like a good idea? I think it sounds like a good idea. What options do we have? Let's hear. Lucky number 7 is coding, so is steampunk programmer. Oh, Holden's programming right now, or doing something. Let me go. Okay, if you click, you can see what she's up to. Who else is doing stuff? Let's raid Holden, actually. Or, let's see here. I'm just looking through, seeing who else is available for a raid. Twitch. Who's doing stuff?
This sounds like a very...
Face is playing. Lena Lux is doing some game development. Yeah, Holden's just decommissioning some Kubernetes work, so it'll probably be done in a second. Suggest jobs, prep for game jam. Lucky 7 is doing a Twitch extension.
Deets nuts.
Diet's nuts? Ha! Oh god, the ads on here. Anyway, let's see here. Maybe Eleface. Oh, she's playing Star Trek Online. That doesn't look like what I want to watch right now either. Or Sinyal too. Oh yeah, Holden's actually about to be done. So, alright, we're going to go raid Steampunk Programmer again. That's what we're going to do. Raid Steampunk Programmer. He's an interesting fella, doing a lot of C code, etc. Game programming. and pretty hilarious to watch. So have fun. Talk at y'all later. Cheers.